Okay, there's one issue where students sometimes may be confused, right? I think students may be confused, especially generation nowadays. Is that can I actually reject OT? If I'm asked to do overtime, can I reject it? And can I play games during the rest time given to me during the working hour? To be honest, if you look at how it is supposed to be, for example, if you're asked to do OT and can I reject it? Technically, it's yes, of course you can reject it because your working hour is already stated in your offer letter. If you need to work extra, you have the rights to actually say that, oh, I'm not into this today, so I do not want to do OT today, right? Technically, you can. Technically, you can. Then during your rest time, let's say you are given 1 hour lunch and you use 15 minutes, you just complete your lunch within 15 minutes. Another 45 minutes, whatever you want to do, technically you can do. And even to take a nap, even to go to shopping mall to actually buy something and so on, if you are able to complete it within the 45 minutes, actually you can, technically you can, right? However, you may hear some advice from some other people that please don't do so, please don't reject OT and so on. Why is this advice given to you? It's because over time, especially when you are new, some employer, they expect you to learn, right? Because when you're new, you have to learn. You will go through the learning curve pathway. So you will need to learn in order to be familiar with the job, in order to understand your job, and so you can actually do the best, right, in your job. So a lot of employers expect you to do OT to take extra time to understand this, so that you can so that it will be faster for you to really be productive in the job. So that is what employer usually expect. So if you reject OT, to employers it seems like you may not want to learn, right? You do not have a positive learning attitude. That is how people say, right? That's how people say. So is this wrong, or is this something that should not be happen and so on? Okay, my point of view, my personal point of view is, I would still say that of course you can manage your own time, and I totally support that we have to learn something when we are new, right? When we are new, of course we have to spend more time to learn. For everything, I think it's the same. Whether you are learning a new job, whether you are learning a new subject, or whether you are doing your own things, like you learn a new game, you will need to spend extra time to learn how to play the game, right? So for a job, it's the same. I think you will need to spend time to learn how to do the job, right? However, I think you have the flexibility to arrange your own so-called overtime or your time to learn the job. So like for example, if let's say I already have some planning at night, then I can plan for OT. It's not that every day I have to do OT. Maybe I will plan for 2 days for this week, and then another 3 days for another week, so that it will not clash with my personal arrangement maybe at night, or it will not need me to compromise my personal schedule, or even some moment with my family. My personal opinion is, job is part of our life, which is equally important with other things. For example, your family, for example, your personal time, and even your personal time, right? Your well-being, right? Your health, and so on. So I think it is equally important. So for me, we can arrange. We always have the flexibility to reflect or to respond to our employer when we are asked to do OT. We can respond to the employer that, oh, I'm so sorry today I can't, but I can do it on when and when. So I would appreciate it very much if, let's say, I'm given the chance to do on when and when. So I think that is, if it is me, that is the way that I would do. Sometimes employers are not happy is because you straight away say cannot, and there is no solution for that. So maybe if next time when you are thinking of rejecting an OT, then maybe you can give a solution. Okay, today I can't do. Then when will I be able to do? Then I think the employer will understand it better, right? For your whole planning, and it's not that you don't want to do. Then for another situation like can you actually play games, or can you actually do your personal things during your rest time? I think it's almost the same so-called perspective, where if you are doing your own things, your employer may think that you do not want to learn about your job, about your work, especially when you're new. But technically, you can do it because it is your rest time. You basically can do anything you want, right? So how to go about it? I would say that it depends on it very much depends on what you want to show your employer. That is your personal aim and personal goal. What do you want to show your employer? If I'm new, my personal opinion, I will do like this. If I'm new, I will need to see the condition of the day. If let's say the condition of the day is not so good, right, then I will utilize the rest time to actually take a rest, so that I can continue my work when it is over the rest time with a higher productivity. That's what I think. If I'm already very tired in the morning handling something very complicated, then I will utilize my rest time to rest properly. Then I will have a better productivity in the afternoon session. That's what I think. So I'm not so sure how employer will see me during this time, but I think I need to prioritize my rest so that I can be more productive in the afternoon, right? However, in the morning, I think I'm quite relaxed, okay, fine. Then during the rest time, when I complete my lunch early, maybe I will do something simple. I'll do something simple, not too complicated, and to kind of like gear up for the afternoon session. So that's what I would plan. And I would say that, of course, different employer, they look at things differently. Some employers are completely okay with your rest time you are missing. I never see you during your rest time, and then after that only you come back. And some employer even say that they have flexible rest time. It's like whenever, anytime you want to go canteen to actually take a drinks, or to eat something, you are free to go. So it depends on employers. But if this is your concern, then if I'm a new hire, that is what I will do. So importantly is you have to juggle a balance, no matter whether you want to do OT or you want to rest during your rest time or whatsoever. You have to juggle a balance between the impression you want to give to your employer and also your personal well-being. So if you prioritize one part over the other, then you will expect the other part will be sacrificed. Like for example, if you prioritize your well-being over the impression, then you will need to expect your impression is not good to your employers. If you prioritize your impression, then you may need to sacrifice a little bit of well-being. So it is a balance, and it is about your goal. So how do you want people to see it, and how do you want your well-being to be taken care? So hope you can find a balance or find a way to go about it. It will not be fast. You may need to have trial and error. You may need to find out after a few years after you enter the workforce. But sooner or later, you may get an idea on how are you supposed to do it. So all the best to you.